But yeah, are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right.
After we're done laughing. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, so last time on Tales of the Mojave, you guys took a mission to escort a cowboy to Ranger Station Alpha, deliver some horses for their horseback troops. On the way there, you came upon a group of traveling merchants who flagged you down and asked and wanted your guys' help for finding their baby Deathclaw that was stolen by raiders. Um,
We know what's happening. We know what comes next in the recap.
exactly. Um,
Oh god, what did I miss?
oh god, you didn't hear about it. Please, please share, Cody.
So for context, after the fucking raving shitstorm that was the second session of this, I changed characters to somebody who meets the more unscrupulous, violent side of the group. Enter Alexandra Espinoza, who basically, because she has military fatigues, so she decided to scout out this town, and Mr. Gutsy spotted her because she didn't do so well on her stealth check. But the thing is that um, he mistook her for a soldier,
Isn't
and
this the same town with the cannibals?
no, she just reused the map.
No,
Okay.
I just reused the map.
But basically, the Mr. Gutsy not only did he think that Alexandra was a soldier, he thought she outranked him. And then what she decided to make him do was fucking activate, like basically go into the barracks and like self-destruct, like suicide bomb the barracks where the raiders were sleeping.
Oh my.
So he went in there and he self-destructed, and yeah, severely maimed like 3 of them, which Alexander then full auto to death. And I just kept going from there. That's my contribution to the recap because that was fucking ridiculous. I still think that's funny.
Okay, but where does the Deathclaw come in? Why was that so funny?
Oh yeah, funny about that. Hold on, I also got to log into my player account.
I mean, someone kidnapping a baby Deathclaw isn't funny enough. Isn't ridiculous enough.
Well, the Deathclaw held its own because even though it's a baby Deathclaw, it's still a Deathclaw. And it actually helped, I believe, I think Father yeah, Father
Father Harris?
Marius. Yeah. He I think I told you guys the Deathclaw's name was Spot, I think, or something. But yeah, it busted
Scraps?
out of where it was being held. Scraps. There we go. Thank you. It yeah, he busted out of where he was being held and helped. Well, he mauled one of the raiders to death with help from one of the players. So
And then thanks for his service. When all was said and done, Alexander fucking grabbed him by the horns, walked over to the fucking travelers, and threw him on the ground. It's like, there's your death claw.
yeah, exactly. But yeah. So that was last time, and now it's now. So you guys can go ahead and I'll open up the car and I'll load it up. Um, I am gonna have Astron's character Anthony make a science roll for me, so you can get some extra goodies from the Mr. Gutsies.
Oh, did we already get the
You can
loot out
get
of these
like
peons that we slaughtered?
yeah. I'll put it in the car for you guys
All right. Yeah, I think that's probably an
because
easier.
they're lootable piles. If you just want to do that way,
Oh, well, let me go over and see what they have.
but
Ooh, caps. Don't mind if I do. Wait, how do I? What the fuck? Oh, there's shares. Oh, is that how caps work? Is that they're divided by players? Or something?
um yeah, I think when it does that, you can like it'll automatically like split it.
Oh, interesting.
Like when with these loot piles.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just take my share and call it a day. Let's see. Yeah, there's a split currency 5 ways. Which, it's interesting that it's 5 because there are 5 players. I wonder how it would do with 6. Yeah, because like this one, it was this pile that there were 5 caps and I can only take 1, so. Did Anthony do his roll?
Oh, let me do that. I was just dragging the stuff onto the thing and.
Yeah, I just, all I did was I took my share of the caps. I didn't touch the robots.
Sure.
I can't even open the robots.
So, int and science with a difficulty of 1. All right. You already got 2 AP back in the pool
Off to a good
already.
start.
And then, okay, so roll a 2d20 for flamer fuel. 2d20 10mm rounds. 2 units. So you got 1 common material. And then, do you want to spend AP for uncommon materials?
Sure.
Would you like crafting materials?
Yeah, we've got plenty of it.
Okay.
How much does it? Is
Okay.
it 1 per, or can we only do a max of 1 AP, or how does it work?
It just however much you want to spend.
What do you think, guys? I mean, because we generate a crazy amount of it. I don't want to spend all of it, but
We have 10?
yeah.
And there are 2 robots.
How did we get 10?
4 syllables, Alexandra.
My God. Use as much as you like. That's what I say. The fuck? 10?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Leave a little spare change for the homeless orphans, but otherwise, my God.
Well, that begs the question though, how much do you guys want to spend? Because I was thinking of, like, maybe 3. Is it just 3, like, like a 1-to-1 ratio, or is it 3 in exchange for like a higher number of uncommon parts?
Basically I have to roll like the effect dice, and for every effect you get an uncommon material.
Oh, and then for
Like
every.
you get additional common, but there's a chance you can get uncommon.
Okay, well then in that case, why don't we
And you'll get
do?
uncommon anyways
Thinking 3 or
because of
4.
Anthony's the chain that breaks. Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna be the arbiter of that matter for the group. I keep pushing the question and I don't hear any pushback, so.
4. Use 4.
4 is good.
Okay. Cool. So. Okay. You get 4 additional common materials, and you'll get 1 uncommon.
Okay.
Because you didn't roll any effect, but I'll at least give you the 1 because you spent the AP.
Sounds good.
So.
Actually, hold up. Is he able to re-roll those?
No, unfortunately. It's just like you roll it and then
Well, hold on. What
get
about
you
using
get,
luck points
unfortunately.
to re-roll those? I know you can do that in combat, but I don't know if that's just like for combat use specifically or just for like D6s overall.
I'll allow it.
All right.
So I'll re-roll that one. Yeah, I'll give you one uncommon. You
Okay.
get another common. Okay. So awesome. So that was also you got
Oh,
you
hold
got
on, wait.
5 common
Oh, never mind.
materials and 1 uncommon.
Okay. So 5 uncommon. Wait,
And
did you say
then
5 common or uncommon?
5 common.
Okay.
Common materials.
Okay.
Yep. And then you got 9 things of flamer fuel and 16 rounds of 10 millimeter ammo as well from this Gutsy.
Okay. And that's just from the one. What about the other?
Yep, I will roll that one. Anthony. Intelligence.
Yep. There's more AP.
Yep. Okay, so you got 28 units of flamer fuel.
Fucking hell.
Another 10 units of 10 millimeter or 10 rounds. Of
You're
10
adding
millimeter
these to
rounds.
our car, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just write them down so I don't forget. So yep. Do you want to spend any additional AP for, more uncommon materials?
Well, it didn't really work the last time, so I'm kind of on the fence about it this time.
You got back AP, just put in more 4.
Yeah.
This is just investments.
Okay. So that is B6 effect dice.
Okay, never mind. Okay, forget what I was my misgivings before.
Yeah.
3
You got
uncommon.
another 5 common materials and 3 uncommon. Yes.
All right. Tally them up, please.
You naysayed it, but then it like.
It's an investment. Sometimes the investment works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Then 16 and 10 is 26. 10 millimeter. Got 4 uncommon. 10 common materials. All right. Very nice, guys.
So, is there anything else to do here, or?
No. And I'll tally up the guns and stuff you got, and so we can just carry on. Okay. So I bring you guys back to the world map, and yeah, so make me a agility plus pilot roll, Blitz, just to make sure you get to Ranger Station Alpha safely.
Oh boy. I'm gonna figure out how to fuck this up.
I'm glad you have so much confidence in yourself, Blitz.
Oh yeah.
It warms my heart.
Brimming with confidence. Oh no, I drove the fuck out of that car.
Yeah, it would have been a difficulty 2, so you get 1 AP back in the pool. Good job.
Sweet. Did you add that, or should I?
That's all I got added.
I already added it. Yep. So I'll go ahead and No. Drag you guys onto the map. Yep. It's pulled, so this is what you see. This is the map.
Why do I have a feeling it was designed by Marty? Or used
Actually,
his...
no, I did it last night.
Well, I was thinking of his like tile
I used
collection. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is awesome.
I got the got the background image from one of the the map things that I follow on Patreon, and I just uploaded it and added the little
I was gonna ask, Marty, did I ever share with you the full set of these like post-apocalyptic tiles, or did you just have the demo?
I just have the demo, and that was already quite a bit.
Well, I mean, I have the whole 9 yards of it. So after this, we can discuss that.
Throw it into the shared assets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So you make it there safely. Mazel tov. You don't have a horrible burning crash and everyone dies.
Yeah.
So. Okay. So you all get safely to this, in
terms of the burning crash thing, it's like this one classic YouTube video I saw. It's like, if things hit the fan, I'm diving out of the window.
Nice.
Alexandra like backflips out the sunroof.
So that plane over there was in the air when the bombs hit or something?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think they just chose to land it there. Seemed like a good spot.
Good news, we'll be landing shortly. The bad news is a crash landing.
Yeah. There's a big fucking rock. Oh, that rock will slow us down.
Isn't it like that? It's like that one movie where
Yeah,
the
you
guy
did.
landed the plane upside down in a crash landing.
But yeah. So this NCR trooper, she'll walk over to, the driver's side, and I'm assuming you'll roll it down. Blitz, or
I'm
just
gonna
ignore her.
I'm gonna fumble with the crank for a minute and just kind of like put my hand up like 1 second please, and like I get it down a little bit, but I think it's going the wrong way, so I like put it back up and I'm like, oh shit, okay. And eventually, I'm like really fucking, getting into it. Like
Alexander just looks at his grins, looks in the back to Paul's like, oh, he'll get it eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hold on, just give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm under a lot of pressure. Eventually, get the window completely rolled down.
Window, like disabling the bomb.
Not yet.
I
When the windows
is.
Just open the fucking door.
No. I got this. And eventually
Something
roll
I
the
just
window
remembered
down.
about your car, which it makes the situation even funnier. This is like it doesn't have a top on it, so it's like a convertible. You don't have a top up, so you're just.
This is like an open cockpit, like the 60s Batmobile.
Yeah.
If there wasn't even fucking glass in the window.
My God. Get it rolled down halfway, and I just eventually give up because it's like getting stuck, and
you just stand up.
Yeah. I had forgotten that myself, so just hear you describe the scene and then check that. I was like, that's so damn funny.
Also, why is our car missing a tooth? Anyone else notice that? Got like the
Um,
SpongeBob teeth.
So the NCR trooper, she'll say, welcome to Ranger Station Alpha. I, I take it you're the group, the score, the horses here.
Alexandra looks at the officer, like looks her in the eyes, and then her eyes pan to the back of the car where the trailer of the horses is. Like she does like that thing like Batman Returns when like Batman looks at the remote control and then looks at the penguin and then looks over at the penguins. Like not
No, we
saying anything,
happen to
just
be
eye
moving all
contact.
these horses. Total coincidence.
I'm sorry, just to sit here laughing, but this is great. um, of course, I see. Well, you can park your car over here, and this area over here is where you can bring the horses.
Well, if we park the car over here, then how are we going to get the horses over there?
You can take them out of the horse trailer and have them walk.
Oh, I forgot. I'm a horse expert too.
A horseologist.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that part. That well, I described a scene last session where you entered the introduction to Sawyer McCree, who, very rough and tumble, like think Marlboro man, like thing, but then he just sounds like the most stereotypical Canadian.
Oh, I was gonna say, or he just, or didn't he come out doing this?
I don't
Doing
remember.
what?
Yeah,
He's-
your
he's
introduction.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He's the rootinest, tootinest cowboy in the whole wild, wild west, something like that.
Exactly. But yeah. So are you gonna pull the car down, or are you gonna put the booze cruiser?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll park it where they asked. Yeah. Is this the parking lot right here?
Yeah.
No, it's a drive-in movie
Yeah.
theater.
I
Tonight's
guess I'll-
showing Giant Turbine.
I'll put it right next to the vehicles that have had their rims and tires and windows and pretty much everything else stolen. That seems like a good spot. Oh yeah, right there.
Keep an eye on this guy. Maybe he
Excuse
has
me.
something to do with it.
um. Yeah, Mr. Cowboy will bring down the horses to the stables. Okay. So we'll say like at this point it is starting to get nightfall. And you are offered like you can stay here in the bunkhouse if you like. Just as long as you be respectful, don't make no fights, because just be nice, please. And um your character, Father Marius, is getting like side-eyed from people, but
Your microphone is
just
pretty fucked up. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
I'm not sure it is my connection or
Oh.
her.
No, it's hers.
Okay.
It just
sorry.
gets like that sometimes.
Also, here's a shared a GIF. Alexandra's response.
Exactly.
It's like have a nice day and all this. Don't tell me what to do,
Exactly.
because she just does not like being told what to do.
Yep. Oh, internet, please don't go down, because my forge just refreshed, or the foundry just refreshed.
Oh,
Like
no.
lost connection. Okay, it's did not crash, and I'm still in the voice channel, even though
Yep.
not sure how well you can hear me.
Well,
But,
currently you're much better than you were a minute ago.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, it is currently night. You know, starting to get nightfall. You can like rest here safely. Father Marius, you are getting some like, you know, weird looks because not everyone has seen super mutants, and the ones they have seen are, you know, less than friendly, and doesn't always end the best.
All right. It sounds like I need to at least say hi.
Of course. Oh, and there is an NCR like sergeant in like this main like area where you can you know, go collect your reward for delivering the horses.
So I'm going to the sergeant to take the money for this stupid ass mission. It's like the fucking bowl idea of it. It's like, oh yeah, let's just get the money. Be done with
I
it.
feel like I've been stabbed in the heart. Stupid
No,
ass
it's not
mission.
towards you. It's towards the NCR
Yeah,
commanding
I
officer.
get it. Yeah. But yeah. You certainly don't mince words, Johans. I appreciate it. You don't hold
I'm an
back.
honest person.
Yeah.
It's to the character, not to your mission. Just the character. I'm playing my role.
Yeah, very, very well.
I love it. Okay,
Doing there.
so you go over, you turn in the mission, and each of you will get 100 caps.
Oh,
Okay.
Like each member of the party gets 100
So
caps.
go from 119 to 219.
Cool. And I will update his sheet, Astron sheet, to represent that.
Where do I put caps? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Gear.
Oh man, I'm rolling in it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so you go and you turn the mission, y'all get paid. I will mark this mission as complete. I'll put it in the completed and just mark it off later. But yeah. So everyone give me a perception plus survival check at a difficulty 2.
Oh god.
Is it just everybody
That was
doing it,
easy.
or is it one person doing it and everybody assisting?
Everyone doing it.
Okay.
I want to see, like, you know, you'll get different information depending on where you've been sitting around.
Perception.
Oh damn.
Perception.
I just percepted the fuck out of that survival.
What's the difficulty?
Oh,
2.
Okay,
yeah,
so because of
yeah.
Arthur, we get 1 AP in the pool.
Yep.
So, which I'm going to spend. And look at that, we get more AP.
Okay, get 2
if-
back. Nice.
So I don't see perception in my skill list.
Perception is a special. What you're doing is you're right-clicking on survival, and then there's an option to use perception.
Survival. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it.
All right. Okay. So this wasn't like, you know, this wasn't a rule that if you failed it, something horrible is going to happen. It's just that some of you are more perceptive than others, picking up different stuff. Okay. So, Arnold, first off, because you got the 3
boy.
successes. As you're, you know, like, you know, tending to the car, making sure it's locked up and no one's like gonna mess with it for the night. You get the feeling that a lot of the people around the camp are like jumpy, they're on edge, and you hear like a lot of whispers of like, oh, we've seen Legion presence in the area. We need to be like extra vigilant tonight to make sure they, if they show up.
Okay.
And then, yep, 4 successes. You hear the same thing as Arnold did, Alexandra. However, you also, as you're like, moving through the camp, like, getting settled in for the night, you hear, how do they sound again? I'm not gonna mimic the sound, but you hear what sounds like big insects, like, around the camp.
Given my time
You're
in the
hearing
American
cazadores.
Okay. Alexandra is going to, like, do they sound like they're approaching us?
Not like they're approaching, but you can definitely hear, like, like, I'll say, like, probably 100 yards from the camp. Like, that's how far away you're hearing them. So they're, like,
Okay.
they sound very close.
Okay,
Oh, let's go
Alexandra.
get them.
Well, yeah, she basically, just for her own like sense of sadistic amusement to like startle all the NCR personnel, basically walks out of the open, fires several shots in the air from a rifle, and like bellows cazadores. Like she basically just raises her gun in the air, is like maybe not that long of a burst, but just several rapid semi shots. Like, cazadores!
I'm climbing up on the roof.
Just looking at her.
Yeah, so you all hear that, and you have time to get into whatever position you would like.
This
So-
roof looks pretty layered, like an ogre.
My God.
Mhm.
I think I would love to go to this silo, if I can.
Sure.
It's all for cazadores. I have the high ground. And then they fly up. It's like,
I
oh, I
mean-
forgot they can fly.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. Because Astron's character is not here, Anthony will not be in the combat, just so, I don't want to be unfair toward him. But yeah, so you guys have time to get into position, and what would you like? Well, actually, Brutus is hiding in the back of the booze cruiser because he's terrified of everyone around him, so.
Yeah, probably, especially
That should be.
He's just gonna hop in the trunk and pull it closed for the time being. That's his safe space.
Well, yeah, and then
That's wise.
he's gonna get
He's-
fucking baked in there like a pizza roll.
Well, that's a him problem.
He has 3 options: be killed by NCR, bacon like pizza roll, or torn by rats. No rats, but insects. Choose your poison, yeah.
Yeah, they're poisonous. They're known for very poisonous stings.
Venomous, but yeah.
But yeah, venomous.
So I understand it's night out. Is there enough moonlight to where we can kind of see where they're coming from?
Yes. There will be there's enough moonlight. It's like a full moon out where you won't have any penalties for like firing stuff. So I'll give that to you. Paul, give me a perception and survival check.
Okay.
Like, which way are you like looking for the, approaching enemies?
I would say southwest with that way, because everyone covering other side. So I'm more southwest, so I'm looking at southwest side.
Okay. Give me a perception survival check at difficulty 1.
One success.
All right, you hit the difficulty. So as you're, like scanning, looking around, being, stereotypical sniper, not stereotypical Simmons, but sniper
Yeah, not
behavior.
stereotypical. Have you ever derailed a game with the devil in the pale moonlight? It is full moon
Exactly.
out.
Yep. You see that approaching from, south-southwest, several legionaries. And you also see these
Oh.
guys, because
Okay, not what I was expecting.
Does anyone else see me, observe me, or something? Like, can I give them a silent sign that I see legionaries?
yep, you'll be able to,
Okay, so I'm looking
give
at
signals.
Arnold. I'm not sure. Alexandra would see me. So I'm looking at Arnold as he is also NCR and showing him the west side and giving him a finger sign of legionary, like L, big L. Not that he's a loser,
All for
but
losers.
there is L.
Those
I
are
mean,
some weird
legionaries are
looking
losers, so yeah.
cazadores.
Oh, yeah, so either way, I want to shoot the first one, like the one on the closest to me.
Yep. So yeah, I'll go ahead and you'll all get like a surprise attack, but I'll go ahead and I'll put all of you guys in initiative, and I will reveal the location of all the lovely creepy crawlies that are making their way in. Yeah, that group will be back there.
What are the range bands are we looking at here? Because all the PCs are in this kind of cluster of buildings, and all the Legionnaires are up here.
Yep.
And a shitload of bugs over here. So we're reenacting the Whiskey Outpost fight from Starship Troopers.
Bugs.
Yeah, I mean, hell, Alexandra even shouted cazadores and fired a fucking burst into the air, so. It's a win-win for her. I mean, she's scaring the shit out of everybody, but it also isn't a boy who cried wolf situation.
How do I end like the the ray drawing? After I put
For
down
like
the
polyline, you just double click on
Yeah.
freehand or on the polyline, like if you're
Thank you. So, oh crap. So that is a zone. Let me.
To the right of that red line, where everybody else is that a zone? Like, are we all in short
Yeah.
range and then all the guys are at medium?
Yeah. Then let me. Okay, so get on the clicky tool. So this is a zone. This is its own zone, and this is a zone. Okay. So I will start adding dudes to the counter thing. Like I said, you will get like an attack off before you know combat like properly begins.
Just on the Legionnaires or on the Cazadores or both?
Both.
Okay.
And to give you guys the most fun, I will say that when you scream cazadores, most of the people in the camp, just ran inside and like shut the doors. They don't like dealing with the cazadores, and they've
What a
learned,
bunch of
hey, if we
pussies.
just
Alexandra was going to absolutely lay into them after this.
Yep. They're of the mind of if we just hide, they'll go away eventually and no one will die horribly.
There's horses outside.
They're inside. They've been brought into like the stable. I will not ever do animal cruelty willingly in this game because I'm too much of an animal lover. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead, Paul. You wanted to take a shot at these legionaries. I will actually.
Yeah.
I'll shift their position because you saw them as they were like coming up, so they wouldn't be
Okay.
behind the rocks.
Okay, I'm aiming at the first guy in the chest. And completion. But I can reload it.
Yes. And you can spend up to 2 luck to re-roll both of those dice if you would like.
Actually, you have like army fatigues, right? Because I would let you reroll the complication without any luck.
I mean, I have center mass, so I can. You can reroll 1d20 when you're making tests for your attacks. So this
Okay,
you go.
then you can re-roll
Oh,
both
okay.
for free because you have the fatigues as well.
Okay, I just reload this one. And the mage.
All right.
One more dice.
So, which one were you shooting at exactly? Can you ping that again? Cool.
The first one, yeah.
Cool. And so that's a hit.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to spend any luck points to re-roll the blank dice?
Yeah, I want to spend it.
Cool. You can re-roll 3 of those.
Well,
Nice. And you hit him in the. Shot him in the. So that is 7. You've done 5 damage to the guy.
okay,
He's
and
still
I
standing.
want to take another shot. With fast shot is 1 AP. Yeah, and in the guy behind him.
Did you already subtract the AP?
Yeah.
Yep. And this was Sky Ticket? Or which
This
one were you
and
shooting?
I wanted the second one here.
Okay.
Mm,
I just
And
want to
I
double
will
check.
subtract another luck point to reload them. Okay.
Okay. In the chest
And that's
again.
all for my turn.
Nice. So you've done pretty good chunks off their health. All right. Arnold, you can have a action, a surprise round action.
Oh boy. So, is that any different from a normal round?
It'll be like a normal round. It's just you'll be able to act, and then once we go into combat initiative, you'll go again once we start combat proper.
Okay. Gee, is this the range? Okay. I will so these guys are veterans. I'll shoot at this idiot right here.
All right. That is a difficulty 1 check.
Cool.
Nice. You get an AP back in the party pool.
Sweet.
All right. Roll damage.
Wow, that was
Oof.
fucking pathetic. Holy shit.
That was a piss poor. That's the first piss poor roll I've seen you guys make. Jesus, Mother Christ.
It's
Okay.
what, 1 luck point for 3 rerolls?
Yes.
On the combat die, yeah.
Okay. And I can just keep doing that, right?
Yeah, that's technically, yes. I don't think it's once per roll. Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh!
That's
There we
better.
go. Alright, fuck
Okay,
that
so
guy.
where were
Yeah, I thought
you?
I had the fucking.
Okay, so you just did like just a regular shot in the arm. So that's left arm. You did. His health.
Huh?
He's still standing, but he. Oh, actually, you do a You did 5 damage after damage reduction, so injury actually. These guys are all injured in the I forget what the injury for the torso is.
The torso, I
Let's
think,
bring
is
up
like
my
you basically start like bleeding out. Let me just double check that. Where is Fallout? There it is. A torso crit, you begin bleeding heavily. At the end of each of your subsequent turns, you suffer 2 physical damage, ignoring all your damage resistances.
Fun. And then an arm crit. I believe that makes it to use two-handed weapons, I believe.
Oh, hold on. What were you saying about arms?
What does the arm crit do?
Well, which
'Cause,
arm
he
did he get
also
hit?
critted left arm.
Okay, so assuming he's right-handed, but you drop any object held in that hand and the arm is broken or otherwise unable to move. You cannot perform any actions using that arm by itself or alongside your other arm. So like if it's a two-handed weapon, I think you can still fire it one-handed, but there's a difficulty increase. I don't remember what that is. And if it's like a pistol, then you can still use it one-handed. But if it's like a rifle or something, he either can't or has a big penalty.
Yep. Yep, he was holding an assault rifle, so he can't use that no more. Congrats. Yeah, the veteran legionaries, they're not just hand to hand. They actually have some. They all have power fists. So that's gonna be a fun little haul for you dudes.
Doesn't Father Marius and or Tyrell?
So I get to act?
Yes. Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
I
You
am right
see-
by these cazadores, so I go and bonk one.
Cool. Difficulty 2.
Actually, I might suggest before you do that, because is there a penalty for shooting at somebody who's engaged with an ally? Is it like Star Wars or Alien or whatever, where there's like a risk of hitting a friend, like a friendly?
No. It's only if you roll a complication that you risk hitting a friend.
Okay, because I was going to suggest, yeah. All right, never mind.
I'm going to spend... How many AP do we got? Okay, cool. I'm spending 3.
Good job, man. That's cool. You hit. Roll damage.
Is it 2 successes to hit, or does he get AP back?
You have to get 2 successes to hit these things because they're like tiny and
Tiny?
Well, I misspoke. They're not tiny. They're giant fucking creatures. But yes, they're considered a little creature. Okay, then stun. Okay. That is.
And in this version of the system, they get hit for. Yeah, if it's 5 or over, they get an effect, right? Or a crit?
A crit, yeah, if they get 5 damage or more.
Okay, so it is the same.
Yep. So you hit it in the right leg, which was just in the legs, which these things don't have any armor. They're just dangerous. Because it's stunned, I will actually do this. It'll actually suffer stun damage as well, because it was in the air. Okay.
It's like swatting a giant fly.
Yep, so take another damage, so it's down to 6 HP. And I will put it down as it's on the ground, and prone is the best thing I have for it being on the ground. It's like on its back, like trick into a basically. See.
Question. Well, actually,
yep.
Never mind. Save it for later.
Yep. Okay, so Marius went Alexandra and Tyrell.
Well, I was
You
gonna
each have
I was gonna say to Tyrell, do you have a ranged weapon?
I don't know. Let me look.
Yes, you have a hunting rifle. Or throwing knives.
So, right. So yes, I do.
Okay.
I
'Cause
use a hunting
I knew you were
rifle.
obviously very melee oriented, but I don't know if you had a like a ranged weapon. So
Can I use the hunting rifle?
Yes.
Okay, so I click on the image and then just do roll.
well, you click on the name of it, not the image. Actually, it does work on. Oh, actually, the image does work. Disregard. It's just the name highlights, but the image doesn't.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can remember you can spend AP to get additional dice, because it is a difficulty 2 to hit these things.
Okay, so is that party AP or personal AP?
Party AP.
Okay. Can I spend 1 AP for an additional dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
How do I do that?
Just hit the minus
Party
once.
AP goes to minus,
Yeah.
and then what? In the screen?
When
hit
you're in the
the
weapon
you-
screen, click the 3.
Yeah, click the 3.
Okay, done.
And then just hit roll.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to spend luck to re-roll that, or are you fine with it just missing?
Did I miss?
Yeah, you didn't get any successes.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll then.
It is 1 luck point per dice you want to re-roll.
Okay. Which are the success dice?
And to re-roll, you would. You have no successes currently. And to re-roll them, you need to you click them, you click the 14, 18, and 7, and you click bottom, in the little box in the
14, 18,
chat
7?
window.
That's so you rolled a 14 on one dice, an 18 on the other, a 7 on the other. They are not successes because you have to get 5 or lower. So
Yep.
if you want to re-roll one of those, like say, I mean, it doesn't matter which one because they're all blanks anyway. But if you want to roll, say the 14, you click on the 14.
Okay.
The
reason I'm so confused is because I'm looking at hardened scoped hunting rifle and I don't see dice. I just see 2 smiling faces, a star, and 2 stars, and a couple of empty dice. So, what do I do? I don't see 3 actual dice.
Are you at the bottom of the chat?
Oh, that would do it.
Must have been looking at Paul's roll from earlier.
Yep. There we go.
Okay. So you still miss, unfortunately. And so that's your major action. You still have a minor action, which if you would like, that can be used to get off the top of this building and get into the fracas.
Okay. Like right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. So it is your turn, and Alexandra, it is your move.
Knuckles crack, rifle comes out. So I'm gonna take a page out of Father Marius's book. I'm gonna spend 3 AP to get 2 extra dice. So let's see. So I'm up to 4. Wow. Okay. Some re-rolls are in order. On those.
Oh goodness. Oh,
So
crap.
so hold on. So
Oh, Jesus.
So let's see. So military fatigues for 1, and then for the other, a luck point. Why not? Okay. Can I re-roll that second complication? Like, can I re-roll that to something else? If I spend another luck point, is that possible?
I forget in the roll. Let me think about it.
Well, for lack of anything else, I guess it's up to you. So.
Yeah. I will say unfortunately you can't. So I'll bank that AP, that complication.
Okay.
Now.
So, but I still get. So we get 2 AP back. So I'm targeting, I guess, this one. So let's see. So I added the 2 AP. First I will roll the damage to see if I hit this guy, and I will, my rate of fire is 5, so I'll do number of dice. So that's 12. Okay. And then let's see, where did I get true police stories? Let's see, and my only effect is burst. Actually, no, here's what I'll do. I can't remember. Did we rule that the gun fu thing of like the target takes the same damage, like the same exact result, or just the same dice pool? I can't remember.
I think it was same result, same damage.
Okay, I just want to check. So in that case, with true police stories, I will spend a luck point to change those 3 of those blanks to double damage. So this first cazador is taking 16.
Yep.
Oh, actually,
into a pile of goo.
okay. So he gets that. Now for gun fu, you may spend 1 AP and 1 ammo to hit a second target within close range. So I'm going to hit this guy.
Yep.
So he takes the same 16. And because that both of those attacks technically had burst. Now it's not the same as gun fu, but burst. I need to double check what that quality does, like the specific wording of it. Equipment. Where the hell are the? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find it in the PDF. Burst is attack hits 1 additional target within close range of the primary target for each effect rolled. So would it be this guy, and this guy on the first hit? They would take. It apparently says I would need to re-roll the damage for those to see if I get different results, so I'll do that. So this first guy, he takes. Let's see. I will roll. So 12 on that.
Oh my Christ.
Why did it do that much? Hold on, it shouldn't have. So I think it should be that. So this guy takes 14.
Explosion of bug guts.
This guy takes. Actually, am I able to just roll combat dice? 12 DC. Let me test this out to see if it actually rolls like listed as damage. No, that's way too. Well, I mean, you want to stick with that result because it's going to be a headache to scroll down and figure all that out. I could just re-roll it if you want.
Yeah, just re-roll it.
So this guy here takes. Let's see, so 85. So that should be 4. Because the problem is it's kind of chewing through my ammo. Like, and when I say that, I mean like it's taking it's subtracting more than it actually is. So this guy gets 14 as well. And then this last guy, I'll manually subtract, so it should be 83. He is going to take 10.
He is barely standing. You all thought that dealing with cazadores is gonna be hard.
Oh, I'm not done. That was my first major action with gun fu. For my next trick, are all the cazadores in the same zone? Technically, or
this group.
Because the line only goes so far out.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
ones
let's
back
see.
here are in a different zone.
Okay, so this is the guy who's on the brink of death.
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, I will, for my minor action, which I haven't used yet, I'm going to unfold the stock. So my range is now medium, and I will, because of street guns in Detroit, I gain extra 2 AP after one successful attack. The AP must be spent immediately. It cannot be saved, so I take a second major action for 1 AP by 1 dice. Do you guys mind if I use the? Actually, hold on, whoa. I don't actually think I tallied up the 2 successes I got. I was too worried about that complication, so we would have 4 AP. But I am going to spend 2 of that to get a second dice.
Okay.
So, okay, why is it fucking doing this? Like, it is just eating up way more ammo than it actually does just because I roll the damage. Like, there should be an option to just roll the damage without eating all the ammo. So let's see. So I'm targeting this guy first. He is taking, let's see, I'm gonna roll first. So we get, actually, does the difficulty increase if I specify a hit location?
Yes, it would increase by 1.
Kinda, yeah. Or if you have center mass, you don't have difficulty to hit center mass.
Oh, I don't have center mass, but I should probably get that. In that case, I'll just forget hit location. I'll just give the party an AP. So that was hitting this guy, so I need to roll the damage on him, which is, I'll just stick with 7 for now.
I think it was Ramba who made the comment about, like, oh, it's a TPK.
Yeah, it is for them.
I mean, the cazadores in Fallout New Vegas are always brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, these are equally as brutal, but they don't have a chance to get at rage yet.
So this guy is taking 6.
Yep.
Burst hits these other 2. So I need to roll the damage for that, and I'll just roll 7 each. Okay, so hold on. So 7. And that guy takes 4. This one in the upper left, and then the one in the upper right takes 5. And now for Gun Fu. Spend 1 AP and 1 ammo to hit a second target. So I'm going to just bully this guy. So I go down from 82 to 81 rounds. This time I'm going to, well, actually, I would still have to use the 7, so I'll just 7. Okay, so he takes another 7 damage.
Okay. This one up here?
Yeah, the one in the upper left. So is he still standing? Or flying?
Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah, he's
All
still flying.
So he takes 7. Then for burst, I got to roll for. Well, I'll subtract the ammo in advance, so I'm down to 79. So basically this guy and then this guy. So I'm gonna the upper right first. So he takes 4. Actually, you know what? I'll spend a luck point just to make him suffer. All right, so he takes 7 instead.
Okay.
And then this guy down here is taking. Wow, that's pathetic. Well, he's just taking 3.
Okay. You've pissed off a bunch of giant murder hornets.
Oh,
Congrats.
and Alexandra like puts her mouth and says, "Oh no, whatever will I do? This assault rifle couldn't, could it?"
All right, so we'll begin
So
combat proper.
yeah, so let's see.
Arnold, you're up.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Well, how much health did that guy have left that I shot earlier?
The veteran legionnaire. 10. I'll just tell you, I won't beat around the
Okay.
bush. Nonsense.
I'm gonna use an AP for an extra die.
Okay. You hit.
Oh, geez, I was hoping for a little bit more than that, but all right. Okay, let's actually can use my my fast action to aim, right? And what does that do again?
It lets
It allows
you
you to
reroll.
re-roll one for free.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
and remember, you also have trigger discipline, so you could re-roll one for free with your. Well,
Oh
if
yeah,
you
true.
aimed, you could re-roll both for free, actually, with trigger discipline and taking the aim minor action.
Awesome. I think I have fatigues too. I do, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna re-roll those. And okay, that's a free AP back, I guess. And
Yep, roll damage.
more importantly, because I have the where is it? The sniper perk. I can specify a hit location, so I want to hit this motherfucker in the head, but it doesn't increase difficulty or anything, so
Okay. Sure, roll damage, please.
yes. I'm just gonna, there we go. I'll take that.
Cool. So you hit him in the head, which will stagger him, so he can't act unless I spend my own AP. So 7 minus 3 for the head is 4. Actually, you didn't do a crit on him. You almost did, but
Oh
it's a
my
thick ass
god.
helmet.
I do,
Yeah.
piercing too, even?
Yeah, I forgot piercing. I forgot what piercing did. I thought it just added extra damage. Okay,
No, that's vicious. That adds extra damage.
let me. Yep. So 10, 2 effects of piercing. So that's goes from 3 to 1. That'd be 7 minus 1 is 6. So yeah, he is. Yeah, he did not, in fact, eat a bullet and continue to act. He's staggered.
Sweet.
Well, actually, you mean like he completely lost his turn?
Yep.
And I'd
Okay.
hate to be that guy.
All right. So that is your turn. Unless you want to spend 2 AP for another major action.
You know, now that you mention it,
I mean, I could
yeah.
possibly generate more AP if you want. My luck.
Well, I do only have a difficulty of 1.
Well, if you're the problem is if you're taking a second action, wouldn't it increase or no? Or the range?
Does
Yeah,
it?
it increases. It increases by 1 if you do
In
it as
that
a second
case,
major action.
I'll pass.
Okay. Alexandra, use your turn.
Okay. So,
I have a feeling you're gonna raise some holy hell on some cazadores.
you don't say. So she as like cazadores are buzzing angrily and flying over, she's like not reacting with any fear, like loading in a new magazine, humming stop and smell the roses while you've got the time. Pretty soon you'll be pushing up daisies where the sun don't shine. Taking aim at them. So still targeting this long range group. Specifically this butthead. Going to buy 1 dice, so I'm at 3. And let's see. Hold on a sec. Do I have? I am gonna take a swig of rum. To have a little casual drink while in combat as my minor action. So we'll reroll at 17, and unfortunately I got the exact same result. But I still hit him. So so this guy is taking. Let's see how much damage. How much will he suffer? So I'm gonna roll say 10. Oh, a lot is how much he's gonna suffer.
Yep, and he explodes into a flash of bug guts.
So burst. I will spend 2 ammo to hit the other 2 guys near him, so I'm down to 73 rounds. So they take the same damage, so I'm gonna roll 10 for the upper left and then 10 for the upper right.
Okay.
So that guy up there gets 8, and then the other guy 11.
Yeah, you definitely overkilled him. In fact, I'll actually say that because you did so much damage as overkill, he had 1 HP left. That you can actually like scavenge these things to get like food. You cannot with that one because it is a little smear on the sand. Congratulations.
So and let's see. Oh, and actually I get street because of 3 guns in Detroit. I get another 2 AP, which I will spend. Alexandra is finding cazadores extremely boring and is confident that that Father Marius and Tyrell can handle the rest. So she swivels over to the actual worthy prey, other human beings. So let's see. So who all has been hit? I mean, obviously this guy is like bleeding out, I think, right?
Yep.
And this is the guy
This
who is
guy-
staggered.
This guy, those 2 have been hit, and so is this guy behind the rock.
Okay.
It will be
they've been critted.
If you want to attack this guy, it will be a difficulty 2. Yep.
Okay.
If you want to hit the guy behind up here.
Okay.
it's difficulty 2.
Well, I'm gonna pick the other 2 who have stupidly decided to expose themselves and not take cover. So they'll probably be the ones that get skinned because they were easy game. So let's see. So I'll target this guy, and then I get, let's see, so 1 AP for a second thing, and then 1 for an extra dice, so I don't have enough AP to buy a second one, so I'll just roll with 3. And I will use, well, actually, because the military fatigues, so a question about how they're used. So it says, allows you to re-roll a single d20 on, strength or agility you make each scene. Because was the out of turn incidental one scene, or is it all part of the same thing? Like, as in, could I use it again?
It's part of the same thing.
Okay, never mind.
You cannot use it again.
Okay, so, all right, well then I'll just bank another AP for the group, and so that's, I hit this guy. So let's see what his damage is. I'll just roll, I'll say 8 on this guy. He takes 7 in the leg. Left leg, rather.
Left leg. 7 minus 3 is 4.
Okay. So that guy gets hit. Burst triggers. So hold on, so now down to 69 rounds. So let's see. So 8. I'm just gonna go like this guy and then this guy. So
Okay.
8 on the guy who's in cover. He gets 6. And I gotta roll hit location for him, don't I? Slash R 1D. Is it 1DH or 1DL?
DH for the system. DL
Okay.
is Twilight.
Right. Oh, he gets hit in the head. Look at that.
That is a 6 in the head. Yep, that'll kill him. In fact, you don't have the bloody mess perk, but the amount of damage he's taken in the head, you just
and then so
exploding head.
Yeah, and then Alexandra like sees that and mouths like a pop with her mouth, like doesn't actually make a sound, but sees that and is amused by it. And then for this guy, I need to roll. Let's see. As I said 8, so let's. Oh, he gets 7. He gets that in the left leg. Actually, no, it would be 67. Never mind. So this guy up here gets hit in the left leg, and then gun fu triggers. So, or I'm triggering gun fu rather. So this guy up here is going to get hit. And let's see, roll. Well, actually, subtract the 1 AP, and then I'm going to. Do you guys think I should use the last AP to get a third dice to improve my odds of doing this, or should we save it just in case?
Do it.
Okay.
How do you feel your luck today?
I'm feeling lucky. So, and we do have a bunch of drinks. I'm probably going to celebrate this with some wine because that gives AP. So this guy gets hit. It was still 2 to hit him.
Yes.
Okay, so he gets hit. Now I need to roll the damage, which he would take 8 as well. So I will roll that 8. Okay, he gets 10 in the right arm.
Yeah. Right arm. Down to 3 HP.
Okay.
But he takes
Oh,
a crit in the arm, so he can't use his rifle.
sucks for him. And then the burst triggers. So this guy is also going to be taking 8. Let's see. I will roll. This guy takes 8. And I will, use a luck point to reroll 3 of those blanks. So he takes 7 in the. Oh, I gotta roll the fucking net location. He gets it in the torso.
7 minus 4 is 3. So he compared to his friends around him, he basically got a pinprick from all the fucking bullets going his way. Okay. So I believe that is your turn.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake, I hope it's your turn.
It is, don't worry.
No offense, but holy shit, man. I love it, but holy shit. Okay, Paul, you are up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just shooting again at this first guy. Yeah. He's still alive, yeah?
Yeah, he's bleeding, but yeah, he's still living.
Okay. Okay, again.
In a manner of speaking.
Hey. That's not bad.
Okay. Nice.
And
You hit. And roll damage, please.
Shit, something I just noticed is I looked at the combat tracker for the first time and I realized it is a good thing I mowed down most of those cazadores because there would have been fucking 7. Actually, well, hold on, there were 1, 2, 3. Like I killed 7 of them. There are still 2 left over that are almost dead. So.
Yep.
Would have been a lot worse for Father Marius and Tyrell.
Yep. Are you going to did you aim center mass again? Did you use your center mass?
Center mass again, yeah. I used the perk again, so it again hits him in the chest.
Cool. So
yeah, that's all.
that takes care of that. So he's bleeding bad. He's still standing, but just barely. He's clinging to life.
Good, let him suffer.
Yeah, now you're speaking my language.
Mother fucker, Jesus.
I mean,
Okay,
He's used to being.
Okay.
He's used to suffering.
That is your turn. I will scroll a combat tracker all the way down to whoever the fuck is left up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna move that dead body for a second so I can get so I have a better visualization of the board. Okay, so it's this cazador. Let me double check. It's that cazador, and it will. So minor action. It will fly over and get within engage range, and it's gonna try and sting you, Tyrell. I will spend one of my AP to give it an extra dice. It misses, and that's its turn.
It's probably so shell shocked by what Alexandra did.
Okay, only other cazador. Okay. Okay, so it'll fly over to Father Marius. Will it have any better luck? It's trying to sting you. We shall see. So it's, yeah, your defense is 1.
Oh shit.
Okay. It's gonna hit you. And let me double check.
Super mutants are immune to poison damage. That's the only consolation prize I have.
Yep. So you'll just be taking damage. You won't be poisoned. It's gonna hurt like fuck though. Oh. It. Well. What is your armor? Will soak some of that. So hit you in the right leg.
Oh, okay. That is going to be 3, so 5 went through. So that is a crit.
Yep. And okay. So with the leg crit, oh, you fall down. It, like, your legs give out and you fall like prone. Is what that leg crit does, and like you can get up on your next turn. You're not completely, like, on your back being stung to death by the horrible creatures. Okay. This guy is up, and he has not been critted in the arms like his brothers, so he is gonna. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna spend an AP from my pool, and he's gonna do a javelin attack as a minor action. He still has his assault rifle attack as his major action.
Throwing weapons are a minor?
With the legionaries, yes. They
Oh,
have a special ability called Forgotten Tactics. Okay. Your defense is 1, so that does hit you. Paul.
Okay.
Roll damage. It hit you on the left leg. So, left leg.
Left leg.
So you take 4 damage.
Okay, and should I put it on my card? Because it's first time I take damage and I'm not sure how to use this card.
So you said you didn't have left leg armor?
I probably didn't, or I had. No, I have combat left leg.
Okay, so what is the physical damage resistance, like the fist?
2.
2, so that subtracts 2 damage, so you would just take 2 points.
Well,
Okay.
you take 3, because it does have the
Okay.
piercing effect.
Oh, I didn't realize it. Never mind. Alright, so
Yep.
then...
And
Where to put this with the 3 damage? In the...
The 3
just deduct
damage...
your health.
Yeah.
Okay, double,
Right.
okay.
Yep. Okay. So he has his major action left, which he will use to. I'm not ganging up on you, Paul. You're just the only person he can see at this point. So that's why he's
Fuck
shooting
me,
at you.
yeah, I guess. Is that for this calling the previous mission stupid? I'm sorry, yeah, but okay, I get it.
The consolation I'll give you is that he is much worse with a rifle than he is with a javelin.
Okay.
So, yeah, he misses. Yep, so that is his major and his minor action. Cool. That is this dude, who is very damaged. Ironically, he was not critted, but lots of damage. Okay, what would he do? Okay. So he will, again, forgotten tactics to try and javelin you. Yep, so he hits. 5 damage in your left arm.
Okay, so 5 and okay, so 4.
Yep. And that will crit you in the arm. So you cannot fire your hunting rifle. Well,
Yeah. Okay.
I think he actually can, like I pointed out before, but the caveat is that
you can. It's just a
much harder.
difficulty increase. Sorry.
Okay. Whatever.
They just double
Okay,
check,
see.
but the qualities, two-handed. A two-handed weapon must be held in 2 hands. Attempting to attack with a two-handed weapon in 1 hand increases the difficulty by +2.
Yeah.
So it is possible, but it is much harder.
Yep.
Okay, fuck me, I guess, yeah.
So that was his minor action, was to do that. And his major action. Okay. He will use his ability for the Legion to command this guy for major action. He will do that to. I'll spend the AP because he already went, but he will take another major action to fire at you. And we'll bump it up by so 2
To shoot
difficulty.
at Paul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
actually,
isn't it because he missed?
Oh, yeah, never mind. I was also going to point out that Paul may be up on top of that turbine, but I mean, isn't Cowboy Billy Bob and some NCR folk outside, or are they in the ship?
And he's hiding with his horses.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, would you like to have the cowboy jump
Sure,
in?
he can eat the bullets for us. I don't mind.
Yeah, he is no longer considered an important NPC.
Okay, fuck him. Let's let's send him into the fray. No offense. I mean, I know you handcraftedly loving this guy. I'm just saying that he just Alexandra, from her perspective, just thinks of him as a gimmicky idiot. So.
Yep. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, so Sawyer will spend a luck point to jump in after that Legionnaire.
I needed that on my soundboard. If I didn't know this was going to happen, it's like the theme in Toy Story 2, and like like Woody's about to jump over the canyon. Like that, like that's his entry theme. Like if he was a wrestler, like he comes out playing that, riding one of his horses towards the Legionnaires.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he'll actually do.
Oh God.
So his okay, so his minor action will be to move here.
Barn doors blast up and ride like the wind, bullseye.
Yep. What would he be using?
Does he not have a gun?
He does. He has several guns, but I'm like, which one will he use to? He'll be stereotypical cowboy. So he's gonna move into the same zone as him, and he will fire with his 357 Magnum at that.
Oh, isn't that like a Colt single action army in this? Like the single action pistol?
I'll send the weapon to chat.
Oh God, yeah, it is. You weren't kidding about stereotypical, Jesus.
I love this character. I do. He's ridiculous, and I know he's ridiculous, and I love it. I'll spend a luck point to reroll that. He rides out and he shoots himself in the foot like fucking Negus.
Yeah, but
okay, he doesn't exactly shoot himself in the foot, but there is like a
Drops the revolver and it fires in his head. Yeah.
He hits the horse.
It's the
Oh,
same for me
no.
when the guy shoots himself in the dick. He goes to
No,
put the gun
it
back
just
in the pants and then bam.
the gun misfires. He does not hit him, but the gun is essentially like he can't use it the rest of this combat because he. Oh, that was gonna be so cool. It was so cool. It was stupidly cool because it fucked up.
There isn't even like a record scratch for his entry theme, but just instantly stops.
Yeah.
Like he's dramatically riding
it's
in a battle, he takes aim with his pistol, clicks, music stops.
Just blows up in his hand because it's a fucking black powder revolver.
Basically. Okay, so next up is this Legionnaire. He is gonna take aim at Arnold. I was about to call you Arthur,
of
but
course.
you were technically
I don't know who
not
that
him.
is.
No, not at all. I will spend one of my AP so he can Forgotten Tactics and Javelin you and see if he hits. What is your defense?
Where do I find that again?
It's on the main tab of status, upper right
He
derived,
just hit you.
or upper left.
Oh
rather.
boy, yeah, I have a defense of 2.
Yep, he does hit. So just barely.
The bastard.
This is his minor action. He's gonna. Okay.
So,
In the left leg.
is this a character NPC? What makes that distinction?
Characters are humans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like. Yeah.
Yes, he doesn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah, I was about to say because I think you. Yeah, it just. He throws it. It hits its mark, but you don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Just gets lodged in your armor and you pull it out and throw it aside like it's nothing.
And he goes on to shit his pants thoroughly.
Toss it aside like a used condom. It served its purpose.
Oh
I don't
my
know about all
Jesus
that.
Christ! I was expecting that. Okay. Yeah, so he tried so desperately to reenact the scene from what's it called? Jim Carrey. Where works with animals. Ace Ventura, yeah. The second one where
The rhino.
No, the spears. Like he throws the spears, and the guy's like, ah. He hits him with the 2 legs. So he fires and he misses. And yes, he is now crapping his pants. He's realized, oh fuck, I made a mistake. So Tyrell, you're up. Oh. But yeah, Marty, you're up. You have a cazador right in front of you.
I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Currently AFK in Discord. I don't know if.
I'll be back in a sec.
Yep. I'll skip his turn. We can just come back around to him. So next up is this legionary. Okay. I get shredded because he only has melee weapons. But let's see if he can do anything halfway decent. Okay. So I'll spend another AP. He'll attack with the javelin. He'll try to do what his brother failed to do and try and hit you with a javelin. Arnold.
Oh boy. Man, this guy sucks.
Yeah, he throws it and it just doesn't.
Maybe he
I'll give
throws
you
it
an
over a
18 for-
building and it hits one of the cazadores.
I mean, it
If you can't think
is
of
technically
anything,
within the zone.
you can give us like 2 AP, just like how if you can't think, you get 2 threat to use.
Yep, I'll give you an AP for that complication, but he misses, and he cannot flee because he has legionaries who are above him with him, and if he does flee, he dies, but he's gonna die regardless. I guess how he dies is if he'll die on his feet or with a bullet in his back.
Why not both?
True. Okay. So this is technically not something he can do, but it'll add tension to the scene. He will turn and use his major action to leave the combat for now. Cool. So next up is this legionary who will, yeah, he's gonna see if he can finish Paul off, which he probably won't be able to, but we'll see. So yeah, this will just be his major action to do the thing.
Oh my god.
Sweet mother of Christ. I'll give you another AP and minor action again. He will fall back. Okay. This is the legionary who is actually will reach his turn and he will die because he will bleed out.
Ah. Idiot.
Yeah, that okay, never mind.
Yep. And Father Marius, it is your turn. You just got stung by a big old fucking bug.
Yeah, I get up. That's a move, and then I go and bonk. I am going to spend 3 AP because why not? Because I don't want to get hit again.
Understandable.
Yep. Nice, you hit. Roll damage. Nice. So he'll take 8 damage. And I will an additional stun damage for him falling. So he's on the ground and almost dead. Because basically you knocked him out of the air and then like the resulting like him like falling to the ground almost killed him.
Nice.
Like a
These
jump
things
punch.
are cool. Basically, like cazadores are glass cannons is something I've realized about this system. they're very nasty to attack wise, but if they get knocked out of the air, then they're very shitty fucking things. But Arnold, it is your turn.
Oh boy. So I noticed that I've been forgetting to use Gun Fu, which is very
Oh,
foolish.
you have Gun Fu too?
I do, yeah.
Oh no. Oh
Jesus
god.
You just gotta send a
Fuck.
Deathclaw after us.
I
Like
don't
It's
a
not
want
about
really
a
to
good
death
though.
clause,
one.
it's about sending a message.
It's about the friends we make along the way.
I don't want to do that because I don't want to accidentally kill you guys.
It's not
I
gonna
know you
happen.
guys could probably handle it, but you know, a couple bad rolls, all dead.
I mean, you could always just overrule that, like, it outright kills one
Yeah.
person, like, it knocks somebody out and then goes to try to
Yeah.
neutralize somebody else.
Or maybe
Sure.
Cowboy McSaddlenuts comes in at the last moment and saves the day.
Cowboy.
Back to the
Partners, I'll
dead.
lure this here Deathclaw out of here, and then he tries to jump over a canyon, but falls in.
God.
And Deathclaw would probably want to eat a horse. So. Okay. This idiot
Oh,
right here is who I'm
Jesus.
gunning for, but I'm also going to be getting his buddy, too. Oh, and that's 2 AP.
Yep.
Sweet. Oh, and aiming at his head, but, that doesn't really affect anything.
Yep. So you're attacking this guy.
Time to roll for damage.
How do you
Oh, he's all fucked up.
murder this fucker? Yep, he's dead.
Okay. Now, he has a buddy over here.
He does indeed.
Not for long.
Yeah, it's about to be
I'm
he
gonna-
had a buddy.
I'm gonna gun fu that onto his pal there. For 1 AP.
All right. Oh, he takes the same damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And you hit him in the right leg. So the piercing takes care of that. He is still up by some twisted. God hates him. He's prolonging his suffering.
Well, I hate him too, so.
Yeah. You are the thing that, yada yada yada.
Well,
religion.
God hates him, and then here's Alexandra the devil.
Exactly. So it's your turn. Next up is Sawyer.
Can't do diddly squawk because his
Who
gun
hopefully-
malfunctioned.
Yep. All right. So what he'll do is that he'll minor action, grab a different weapon, and he will.
Probably have a complication.
Yep. So he will. He trusts that you're gonna kill this guy because he's suffering and screaming in pain for his mother.
Yep, exactly.
He will target.
Of course, we're gonna kill him.
Yep.
Well, as Alexandra will,
Okay.
if no one else wants to.
Yeah. So
I want
he
to,
is
I want
gonna.
to.
Yep. He'll pull out the combat rifle, and he will actually. Yep. He's gonna let rip. If he hits. He does. So.
Oh, okay. Well, look at me being wrong.
I'm just as shocked as you are. I was expecting another complication. But he'll. So that is in the left leg. Yep. Did a nice little chunk of damage. Not enough to really do nothing. Okay. So this is major action, or rather it's all his actions. So I'm gonna. Yep. So remember I said this. If any of you wanted to use the horses, you could actually use them in combat. And they are actually very vicious. So the horse will move
so
on
am
its
I.
turn.
Vicious horses.
Yep. So the horse, as its minor action, will move up into engagement.
Oh, wait, the horse has a turn?
And it's. Yep. I forgot I didn't add it to the tracker because he acts in the same turn as. What's his nuts? He. Will he headbutt or bite? Is the question. It's vicious and he told you don't let the horses taste flesh. So try and bite him. This horse.
Don't let the horses taste flesh.
He succeeds. So he's gonna. He has 10 damage dice for his bite. The horse does. Bites him right in the right leg. Okay, piercing takes away all that. This guy's down to 2 HP. And he's on the ground also shrieking and screaming as this horse, like, is, biting and trampling
Screaming
him.
and panicking, going, "Why, little pony?"
But, yeah, so, the horses are useful. The cowboy man isn't, but the horses are if you want horses. Okay, Alexandra, you're up.
So
You've witnessed this scene of, uh, horse running down the dude.
Alexandra's saying to herself, "I'm not going to let some little pony take the glory of this kill." So she is going to still use her rifle because I was originally going to use my pistol, but I don't have the range for it. So let's see, how many guys are left? Just this guy and this one? One of the ponies attacking, and then the guy over here?
Yep, and then there's also 2 cazadores left.
Okay, I will, Father Marius, do you feel confident handling one or both cazadores? I mean, probably.
Sure, why not?
Okay. All right. Well, I'll target the legionnaires first, and then if I have any special bonuses, I don't know. Well, I'll target legionnaires first because Alexandra, there is no hunting like the hunting of a man. So I'm going to fire at the guy that the horse is attacking. So let's see.
Don't kill the horse, it's useful.
I'm not shooting at the horse, but if I hit the horse, Alexandra cares not a fig. So I'm gonna buy 1 AP, like 1 AP for 1 dice.
Yep.
And look at that, we get 2 back. And for, let's see, because of Street Guns of Detroit, so hold on, I'm hitting this, well, I'll first resolve the damage, so I'll just roll as is. So he takes, oh wow, 7 damage to the head. So he's done for, I gotta mark up the kill in my journal. And then for the other guy, I will use Gun Fu. So 1 AP from Street Guns of Detroit, and then 1 AP to give myself. Actually, well, no, I don't even need the second dice. I'll just do the Gun Fu. So first, where's my rifle? So I'll just do this. So the second guy takes 8 in the left arm.
Yep, he's dead.
Okay, so they're both dead, so I gotta mark up another notch in the belt. Oops. Then, well, which Cazador acts first? I'll go after this one, threatening Tyrell, then Father Marius, you can handle the other one if you want. So, especially because I think it's almost dead anyway, so this Cazador, Alexandra swivels around and is going to fire, and I will, and because I used 1 AP from Street Guns of Detroit for the whatchamacallit, the Gun Fu, so I still have 1 left over for my second major action with Fast Shot. So, and then I will buy an additional dice. So I'm at 3. And oh my god, Alexandra does it again. So we get another 2 AP back. And so I'm shooting at this guy who's menacing Tyrell. And then for damage, I will just use 7 and do 7.
Yep. He explodes.
Oh, sweet.
So, alright, and then Alexandra will is content to save ammo and let Father Marius deal with this one. Fun fact, I've used about 30 rounds in just this one encounter.
Fun. Okay. So if you would like, Ramba, you can spend a luck point to like jump ahead of Paul, if he is okay with that.
Lizzie?
I mean, whatever. I have broken arm. I won't shoot him. I mean, I could try, but go ahead.
Okay, I spend luck point, and I spend 3 AP because why not? And let's go. I disagree with that 20, so luck point.
Jesus Christ. So
You
was
get
is it
3
difficulty?
XP back. Or it is difficulty 2, so you get 3 AP back.
Okay, that's what I
Return
wanted
Roll
to
to
the
damage,
listener.
please.
All right. Another crit.
Yep, he's dead.
splat.
Congratulations, guys. Okay, let me double check. Okay, so 2 guys fled from the scene, and they're out of combat, and yeah, we're out of combat, and I will... Holy mother god.
Alexandra
Batman.
XCOM drops off the side of the building and walks over. Well, actually walks over to the guys that she killed. Pulls out her little like neck dagger and you know the rest.
Yep.
Trophies
Also,
of successful hunt.
I was about to say, like a scoreboard or something.
No.
Okay.
Remember how she was introduced, i.e. bringing in trophies of slain legionnaires.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, well, an ear here, a finger there. Souvenirs. She says, looking at Cowboy Billy Bob. So,
Well, I suppose if you want to. It's mighty morbid to me. I'll total up all the armor I got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 veteran legionnaires.
and yeah, and also in response to the whole thing is like, you know, a little bit morbid, and she says like, well, you know what? I mean, as pathetic as you are, at least you came out and fought. The same cannot be said for the rest of the cowards in the buildings, and she just walks off.
Mm-hmm. And he'll return
And then
to
paraphrase, and then also
stable.
like mocking Sawyer, she says to shouts at Paul, "Good shooting there, partner," and gives him a little salute. Which also, in terms of voice, I figured it out. Her voice would probably, if she was voiced or played by anybody, it'd be Nika Futterman. So in terms of more of like a raspy kind of abrasive sounding voice. This is a little aside. Maybe.
Let me.
Well, I mean,
I'll
more
total up
more
all the caps she's
youthful
playing on these
sounding, not
two.
necessarily like Ventress, but more like some of the extras she played in Halo 3. But
Right.
anyway,
Okay.
so I'll have to send you like a sample of exactly what kind of. Anyway, later on. Is this guy the leader of the NCR?
Yeah, the sergeant down there.
Yeah, just to troll him for it. It's like, well, thank you for being completely useless and not helping us at all. Not that we needed it. And she says like, and this is what we're supposed to expect from people who are supposed to defend the people of the NCR. You can't even handle a few cazadores and legionnaires.
We can handle the Legionnaires just fine. It's the Cazadores we have an issue with. Usually
Oh
we hunt you
yeah,
down.
yeah, they're an
That's why
issue,
they
all
needed
right.
our
She
help
says,
so bad.
gesturing over to all the pulped up fucking cazadores. Yeah, they're an issue, all right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate the help you did. I reckon we can, give you a bonus of I'll say 50 caps each for defending this thing, defending our little outpost. And if you would like, you can do a strength, either a charisma and speech or a strength and speech to like bully this guy into giving you more
Oh,
money.
it's definitely, well, if I mean if it's either or, like but the same approach, I would use charisma because that's one higher. But if it's just straight up like for bullying the guy, it would be strength.
I'll let you use charisma.
All right,
'Cause you
thank you.
can you can call him a dumbass eloquently, and I
Yeah. Like like Alexandra's degree of bullying is more like, very sophisticated, not calling somebody a stupid doo-doo head. She just like she tears you apart slowly and very precisely. So let's see. So speech charisma. I will buy let's say an extra 2 dice. Oh my, and that's why I did that. What was the difficulty?
let me see if he can. I doubt he can match that, but he does have speech, so I should have rolled that before I you rolled it. Okay, it was versus 2, so you
We
get
get
3
3.
back.
Okay, so
Yep.
So is there I mean, is there basically room to say like, like double or nothing, and why don't you actually throw in some ammo to make it worth my time, like that kind of thing?
Sure. I'll let you have that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, fine. 100 caps more each, and what kind of ammo do you kind of ammo do you fuckers need?
5.56. The Cazador special.
I see.
And out of character, is that so? You said like 100 caps each. Like, is that on top of the 50 we got initially?
You get 100 initially. Yeah, actually, it'll be on top because you did beat the hell out of him with successes. So yeah, he'll give
Okay,
you
so
150.
150. Okay, so then
Yep. Everyone
150
gets
each, or
additional.
just Alexandra?
I mean
Each.
everybody.
You all get it.
Okay.
Okay. And I will roll. Do 5d20 for 5.56 ammo you get. Get another 51 rounds of 5.56.
51s. Thank you
It's pretty
very
much.
much, good sir. So
He
generous.
he just kind of like picks up like one of those like ammo boxes,
Yeah.
like that you can loot and fall out. It just kind of like picks that up and like slams it near your feet. Like, is there anything else you want?
Now that you mention it.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
I'm going down the silo and fucking screaming. Is there fucking medic on his side?
Alexandra like snaps her fingers, like looks at the guy, then points to Paul to get him some medical supplies so he's back on his feet.
Yeah. Quit your bitching.
And
You'll
she
get it.
slowly was looking over in Paul's direction, but then like it almost like sort of like stop motion, like slowly turning her head in a very like jilted, creepy sort of way. It's like, oh, you think this is bitching? You don't know bitching. like
I'm suddenly very
wide-eyed staring.
scared as the GM. I'm scared of Alexandra. Just say it.
Like when I say like, I mean she's not like doing like a like a smooth sort of head turn. It's like basically as if it was like 5 frames, like just slowly turning her head wide-eyed. It's like, oh, you think this is bitching? Like smiling the whole time. So.
I'll give you 2 AP because you did unsettle me. So you could have. The... Oh,
God, Alexandra
boy.
needs to be a psychopath more often. So I'll add that 2
Is that
AP.
what that means?
Okay, so yeah, if you guys want any more like ammo or anything, because the sergeant's been significantly cowed, and he will. You've turned him more or less. You've turned him into your bitch. So if
Yeah, I was about to say.
if anyone wants any extra ammo, just
Yeah, you know
go
what? My
look through the book
pistol's
and tell
feeling
me.
a little light.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
in
not
12.7.
Let's see. It's my lever action. Yeah, I could use some 308.
I thought the lever action was 4570.
Yeah.
Well,
308.
in real life, I don't think they have that in the game though.
I'm pretty sure they do, but I mean, whatever it says is obviously whatever it's chambered in. But
yeah, it shows 308 for me.
please see lever action.
Yep. I think there are weapon mods that allow you to like chamber it in different things.
Yeah.
Like I think, yeah.
Can you do a?
From the?
Oh, sorry.
Good.
I was just going to ask you
No,
if
it's fine.
when you were saying additional ammo, there was Alexandra was making the remark as she's twirling her side. I was like, well, my pistol's feeling a little light. Still smiling at the guy with tooth, like grin with teeth.
Yep. Okay, so you'll all get an additional D20 of ammo, of whatever ammo you want.
Oh, sweet.
So you got 67 caps from the dead legionnaires.
Okay, let me see how does that divide by 5? 67 says you?
Yep, 6-7.
Okay. So we would all get 13, and there are 2 left over that go into the group pool. I'll put that in the car.
Say 14, okay.
So we're up
Cool.
to 4 of.
All right.
So do you want me to do that D20 roll for extra ammo, or are you going to do it?
Everyone can roll their own. Let's see how lucky y'all are.
Oh, well, I rolled as the booze cruiser.
Fuck, I didn't check. Yeah. Many.
So apparently they only had 4 12.7 millimeter rounds.
Fucking.
It is kind of a rare
Exotic
ammo.
caliber, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, 13 to 308. 308.
Cool. Yep. And you should be able to like manually change the number on your sheet for like new ammo. Just keep the run total. Okay. So if you would like, you guys can butcher the cazadores.
Further than I already have.
Yeah, I need an endurance plus survival test.
I'm not doing that.
Is my endurance any good?
I'm going to looking for some medical stuff to heal myself.
Sure. And you'll be able to find that. I just haven't like marked a med place on the map.
We got a total of 12 for survival endurance.
Yeah, mine sucks.
So I think that might have something to do with all your attributes except 3 being fucking 4.
That may be true.
Yeah.
So is this survival use endurance? Is that what you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Is
Yep.
it just one
I'm
player
still-
or
I'm still
everybody?
trying to find my way around the character sheet. So forgive me.
Yeah, it's fine.
There you go.
Cool. Everyone can do it to get like extra successes.
Buy an extra AP.
And
Um,
this will just you'll get it done. It's just like how long it takes you to get like all the cazadores butchered.
am I able to use my signature item to get a luck point back?
Regain a luck point. Yep. You
Yeah,
all
because
can do that if you would like.
yeah, because I got my little dagger. I already used it to mutilate some
So
legionnaires.
I would bump that up to 2 just to represent all of them doing it. So all of you get 2 AP back.
Oh,
And
fuck
I
yeah.
don't need any additional rolls. Okay. So how many cazadores are here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
8.
7,
Actually, no,
8.
there's a 9th guy over here. But didn't you say at least one, if not 2 of them were completely pulverized?
Yeah, that one's completely pulverized.
Oh, okay.
That is
So do
8.
we get 2 AP back or 8 AP?
2.
Just
We
2.
already got
I already
an
added
add
it to the thing. Yep. Okay. So I will roll 8. Okay. 8 CD for you'll get 8 cazador eggs, and then for every effect that's rolled on the CD dice, you can also get a rare material from the cazador acid.
Okay.
Okay,
Crap.
so it's 2 AP. Is it the 2 AP? Is that party AP or?
Party AP.
Okay.
How did I those dice before? I'll just roll it 8 times then. I'm selecting for other areas. So
Or you're rolling them individually, you could roll them all at once.
I put it down wrong. I put CD, not DC, and I was like, why wouldn't it roll? Okay. 2. To end that. Okay. So you got 8 cazador eggs. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 rare crafting materials.
Ooh, nice. Are those added to our vehicle?
I will add them now. So 8 cazador eggs, 4 rare salvage or rare materials or whatever they're called. Yeah, I'll add those. All right then. You will all level up because holy shit.
Oh, is this the end of the session, or?
Yeah, we're gonna end it a little bit early today.
Okay.
Hope that's fine with everyone. So that way we can,
Cool. Yeah,
go
that's right.
through like level ups and stuff. If you have any questions. You got
Plenty.
uncommon, and then 10 common.
Let's see. What was I gonna increase?
Cool. What now? Raise skill and perk or something? Because I don't fucking remember.
When you level up, you get 1 skill and 1 perk. So.
Okay, 1 level skill, 1 perk.
I'm gonna increase my barter to 4. And then for my perk, I think I'm gonna take another thing of intense training.
Sure.
I will raise the small guns by 1, so it's 7 now.
Oh, you can't. A skill can only be at 6. It can't go to 7. 6 is the max, unfortunately.
Okay.
So can I ask?
I'll raise
how-
survival. 5.
I got a question, Marty.
Yeah, how are some rolls done with 3 dice and some with 2.
Those are from buying AP.
Huh?
Those are from buying AP. Like by default, you roll 2 dice, but you can spend AP to get extra dice.
Okay, that's the only way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like AP is like a currency. Like, but basically it goes like for 1 AP you can get a third dice. For 3 AP you can get 4 dice, and for 5 AP you can have a total of 5. Like it increases
Okay.
by 2 each time. Each time beyond the first. And it always caps at 5. Actually, hold on. You know what? Instead of barter, I think I'm actually going to take sneak. Let's see. So sneak goes to 1, and then I increase my luck to 7.
How are successes established? Because I just rolled pretty high for survival or sneak, but I got 0 success.
So you're trying to roll at or under a target number. So basically, like for example, my small guns plus agility is a total of 16, so I would have to roll a 16 or lower to succeed, which is very easy to do with a higher skill level and attribute. But like in the case, for example, my when I was doing survival earlier, my endurance is 6 and my survival is 6, so that's actually 12. So I need to roll a 12 or lower to succeed.
Oh, you have to roll lower.
Well, at
Yeah.
or lower.
Yep.
So like in
And
the
yep.
Okay, so if
But-
I have my melee weapons with strength, which is 8 and 4, I have to roll below a 12?
well 12 or lower, but yeah. And if you get
comple at the end, what is that?
what's the
In
what?
So I'm looking at the roll dice screen for melee weapons. So I right click on it and I click use strength. And there's a 20 at the end. And what does that mean?
The complication 20, that basically means that's the number that a complication happens on, which 99% of the time it's a 20. Sometimes you can have like certain traits or whatever that change it from 20 to 19. But in nearly
the
all
roll
cases,
that I just made is a really good roll.
yes. And the reason that 2 is blue is because if you have, so if a skill is a tag skill, which in your case melee weapons, as I understand it, is a tag skill, if you get half of the, I think it's, well, is it, Emily, is it half or lower that is a critical success that counts as 2?
Per raw, unless it's a tag skill, it only crits on 1.
Right, but I'm talking about like in his case, he has melee weapons as a tag skill. So am I saying is it half or lower of the total target number that it?
It's whatever the skill is. If it hits that or lower, it crits.
Oh.
Yeah, tag is basically meaning the crit range increases from 1 to whatever the skill level is.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, the skill level. I thought it was just half the total pool. Never mind. So. Well, I mean, I spent my. Oh, hold on, I gotta change the level to 4. Yeah. So like, just as a recap, Emily, I took I took a second thing of intense training and it bumped my luck up to 7.
Cool.
So, what is the current XP if we just level?
We're going by levels, not XP. So we're level 4, which means that you get a perk and like basically every time you level, you just get 1 perk and 1 skill. So.
Oh, okay. So we level at the point that Emily says that we level.
Yeah.
Not by XP. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Which I personally think is the better way to do things. So kudos to you, because it's like it just seems like a lot to keep track of in terms of numbers and stuff instead of just like because you have to go. It's like okay, how much XP were these things worth and that kind of thing. That just kind of would annoy me from a GM perspective.
Okay, so what can what can I get with
Um,
one additional level?
well, one skill level, or like so when you level up, like I said, you get a perk and you get a skill. For a skill, it can be
Okay.
any of the skills, but it caps at 6.
Yes.
Um,
And the perk.
and then the perk, perks
Okay.
have certain requirements. Like for example, um, like the party boy / party girl perk that I have, the requirements for that are having endurance at 6 or higher and charisma at 7 or higher. Um, and then another example, gun fu requires you to have agility at 10 or like well not 10 or higher because it caps at 10, but like basically if you're going to get a perk, I mean take some time to look at the different perks and
Yep, I'm doing that right now.
okay.
Yep, I will take this time to make sure all the crap you got is in the highwayman.
You know what's something
Or
I
the booze
thinking that
cruiser.
would be horrifyingly hilarious to take?
Hmm.
Oh
I was
my.
just looking at that. I was just looking at that.
Oh God. I know super mutants can can actually take cannibal earlier, I believe. You know, if you
Yeah.
want to go that route.
No.
Last thing
Thank
I
you.
want is someone to start talking about, oh yes, the papist is a cannibal. And it's just like, okay, I have to explain about the ideas of what is it? Transubstantiation.
I ate you, so now you are part of God. Or something.
I mean,
like it.
yeah, like you tell someone that never heard of it, it'll be like, wait, you eat your god?
I mean, the party did run across a group of like cannibal trappers, so it's not completely.
You'll never guess what they were trapping.
I'll give you.
That is a
I'll give you
very clickbait
3
title.
guesses. I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count what they're trapping exactly.
Well, it's like 20 questions. Is it a 2-legged animal?
Long pig.
Does it
Man, bear, pig.
does it wear clothes?
That, in fact, that's how they met Brutus, because the rest of his group that he was traveling with got waylaid by the trappers, and he's the only one who survived. Oh, does anyone want jet? Because that's an option for you to get from the raiders that you fought last time if you want
Oh
some
boy,
jet.
drugs.
Oh, I'm good. I'll see you guys later.
See you, Ramba.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.